morning, everyone. I'm Martinez. My name is Itzell. We're going to be doing this mask for Mask Monday, and we are going to talk about Christmas movies. So let's put this on. It is for 15 to 20 minutes. I got about 20 minutes before I have to go to do my ABA parent therapy session. So, yes, so much fun happening today. Let me know, what are your go-to favorite Christmas movies? I know typically I have like a list and lots of questions, but today we're just talking about movies and me telling you about them if you're not familiar with them. You might be familiar with them, so there's that. Now, I just didn't have the time to write any questions out because I've been busy. I had my Christmas event. I had to go Christmas shopping. Yeah. So, I've been busy. Yep. It's just that time of year. A very, very busy, time-consuming time of year, and it's okay. So, comment your favorite Christmas movies, ones that you have to watch every year. So, for me, I'm going to start with my least favorite. So, I do watch this about every year. I like it a lot. It's, Jingle All the Way. So, it has Arnold Schwarzenegger. He doesn't act anymore, or maybe he still does. He doesn't act as much. So, it was like one of those movies where he was, they have a lot like this where parent is crazy busy, like, just more, like, focused on work and kind of not having that balance with family. So he was supposed to pick up like a hot item that his child wanted. It was an action figure of like his favorite character for a kids show, and he didn't. And I think it was like 2 days before Christmas, when he was reminded by his wife, and he was like, oh no, I got it weeks ago. He didn't. And he spent, I think it was Christmas Eve, like trying to track one down, trying to win one, trying to find them in stores, and all of the employees at the stores were laughing at him like, dude, those have been sold out like for weeks, maybe even longer than that. And yeah, it was a lot of fun. And then he ran into someone else that it was like the same thing. His kid wanted it. It was like last minute, and or maybe not last minute, but it's just like he didn't have the time to get it, and they were both trying to get the doll. And yeah, but without saying too much, the little boy did get the doll, and then he gave it to the other man to give to his child. And I was like, oh, that's so sweet. But yeah, there's a lot of other stuff going on, but I mainly like just the whole procrastinating thing. Like, see, this is why you do stuff ahead of time. This is why you don't wait last minute. But I understand sometimes it's just like you need that extra paycheck to like be able to afford it, and it's just like maybe you are living paycheck to paycheck, so it is like that. You have to go shopping very last minute, and the big ticket items that your kids wanted or whoever you're shopping for, they're just gone because they're the hot item. They're what everybody wants, so they don't last. Like for me, the hot item when I was growing up was always Furbies, and I never got one. I always wanted one because they were just out of my parents' price range, and that was fine. I was still happy regardless, and I hope my kids are happy with what they get. Let me know, do you like Jingle All the Way? Hopefully I didn't mess that up, because there was another one that had a similar like feel to it. Now this is one I probably watch less than this movie, but I like it a lot, is Christmas with the Cranks. It's so funny because this family like they always did a big celebration, a big like Christmas Eve party with all the neighbors and like this big ham, and it was like a thing. But because their daughter was off to college and they had the idea that she wasn't going to be home for the holidays. Well, surprise, she's home for the holidays. Um so and she had a boyfriend, but so they're trying to get everything together and pull off this like um party, and they're pulling in the neighbors and they're trying to make it happen. And because like this girl was loved by everybody, they are willing to help them and help them have a really great Christmas. And the family, they were supposed to go like away, like the parents were going to go away. I can't remember if they're going to Hawaii, where are they going, but they ended up giving the trip to their neighbors so they could go instead. And I thought that was really sweet, because they were like old and their children were already out of the house and they didn't come by, they didn't have anybody, or maybe they didn't have children, maybe that was the thing, I can't remember, it's been a while. But let me know if you like Christmas with the Cranks. That one's a lot of fun. Now we're getting into like the more favorites. This one actually has Tim Allen in it as well. Santa Claus, the first one, the best one in my opinion. It's just so sweet, and I like the idea of like anyone can be Santa, like if you're like appointed, or like in this case he's actually accidentally unalived. Not the best like way to spend the story, but yeah, you put on Santa's clothes, you become Santa, and everyone thinks you're freaking nuts. And they try to take your son away from you, saying that you're delusional and your kid is becoming delusional like you are, like you think you're Santa Claus. And yeah, it becomes like a thing. And luckily, towards the end, the wife comes around, and ex-wife, and believes and understands that you weren't joking. And yeah, so I like that. I just hate that it really had to come to that. It had to come to the point where it's just like it blew up, and he couldn't see his kid, for a while, and it was just rough all around, like so sad. Like, don't punish the kid just because you don't understand or you don't accept something, right? That's my thoughts. What are your thoughts? What do you think of the Santa Claus? Personally, I love that they had children be the elves. Like, yes, that's so freaking adorable. I loved that. It was so sweet. And I really grew to love Bernard. Like, he's my favorite elf. Um, let's see. What else? Of course, these are my two favorite ones. Don't get mad if I didn't mention any, like, movies that you like. So, an honorable mention, like, we do watch it from time to time, is The Polar Express. Like, I think it's the only animated one I really watch. Okay, not true. We'll get to another honorable mention. So, I love the idea that you'll get to go on a train and you'll get to, like, see Santa, and it's just like a beautiful experience. Like, that sounds amazing. Another honorable mention is A Nightmare Before Christmas, another animated one, and I love it because it's both a Halloween and a Christmas movie, and I love the music. I've always been a fan of claymation, so I really enjoy watching that one every year. So yeah, honorable mentions are Polar Express and The Nightmare Before Christmas. So, which one is at the top of my list? Can you guess? Home Alone 1 and 2. So I love Home Alone. Like, just the idea of being left behind, having to do stuff on your own, the freedom to like go to the store by yourself, get what you need, just eat what you want, stay up as late as you want, just nobody telling you what to do, no siblings fighting with you, and it's just like, it always seemed so like, ooh, I want to do that when I was a kid, and it just seemed like fun. The not fun part, because I have anxiety, is just like, what if there are like stranger danger things going on, like the freaking thieves trying to steal from everybody, like, yeah. So Lost, I think it's Lost in New York. Number two, like that one is fun. Like you need to stay in a fancy hotel and be a kid and not understand what things mean, like room service, like that you are charging so much money to your parents. Like I think it was almost $1,000 in room service. That was back then. Now it's probably way more than that, and it's just like, wow. And also, like getting annoyed as an adult, like you found out a child stole a credit card, and the first thing you do is scare them away. Why didn't you call the police? Why didn't you call child services? Why didn't you try to find out why there's no parents? Like, yeah. But I do like the part about the toy shop owner, how like the money that he sells, like that day, or like within that time frame, like around the holidays, he'll donate it to the children's hospital. Like that is really sweet, and I love stuff like that. I love giving back. And yeah, let me know which movies for Christmas are your favorite. Like, drop them in the comments. And yeah, like Home Alone has always been at my top, followed closely behind with the Santa Claus. Like, yes, they are so much fun. They're great movies, and I love this time of year. I love enjoying watching them. And let me know, are there like new ones that you're excited about, new ones you want to see? Like, let me know if there's any that you think I can like watch. And remember, I have Netflix, Disney Plus, Max, and Amazon Prime. So, yeah. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week, and thank you for watching. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Bye!